and welcome to my channel. I'm Nancy, and this is the 12 days of Bookmas in July, day 12. It is our final day of Bookmas in July, and we have been reviewing Christmas romance novels. And today's novel that we're reviewing is by RaeAnne Thayne, Sugar Pine Trail. Sugar Pine Trail is part of Haven Point book series number 7. It can be read as a standalone. However, you do meet some of the characters in the book in previous books. So Jamie was actually introduced in book 6 of this series, so you kind of get a gist of who he is, but you really learn who he is in this book. Julia and Jamie are really cute together, and I really enjoyed the book. So the general synopsis of the book is librarian Julia is ready to ditch a quiet existence she's been living. She made a list of new things to experience, but falling for Jamie, her sexy military pilot neighbor, isn't one of them. Julia is looking to conquer life and not become a heartbreaker's last conquest. So she's like, I am not going to be a notch on that guy's bedpost. I'm just not going to do it. So I can't really blame her though. Like, he's just there for a short amount of time. I think it was like 6 weeks. So he's not there very long. But when two young brothers wind up in Julia's care for the holidays, she'll take any help she can get, even Jamie's. Yeah. So happy to step in, Jamie reveals a side that's harder to resist. Not only is he fantastic with kids, but he provides strength to Julia as she needs to tackle her list. She knows that their temporary little family can't last beyond the holidays, but the closer she gets to Jamie, the more she wonders it could be a merry and bright forever. This book, you guys, is so cute. Julia and Jamie are actually really adorable together. So Julia, I would say, is very kind-hearted. She's 100% awkward around Jamie. And I don't know, I think when you've got that crush, everybody's awkward around each other, right? Can't really help it. But she is awkward, like very, very awkward. And when Clint and Davy come into the picture, she is like 100% a mama. She's never been around kids. She doesn't have a lot of experience with them, but you can definitely tell she's like a mama bear and wants to make sure those kids have everything. So with that, she's willing to give them everything and make sure that they have the best Christmas they can while they're with her. Jamie, in this book, he is just described, he's like one of those just really hot military guys. And I loved the personality that Jamie had in the book. He comes across kind of like, you know, the buff, rough, sexy guy, but at the same time, in the book, he interacts with the kids, and he's got a good relationship there, and his interaction with her cat, oh goodness, is so cute. But then, the thing that really got me is when he finally realizes that he is in love with Julia, and the Christmas present that he gets her, it's so cute, and it just had me swooning. The book, it's 100% Christmas because she's trying to make it the best one for those boys. So there's lots of Christmas activities. There's lots of just everything Christmas. And again, his Christmas present to her, can't help but be like, oh. The book does reference the stereotype introvert librarian with cats, and I don't know that I really feel that that's a fair stereotype, but that is kind of the stereotypical book that you're getting here. There's also times where it might feel like there's some manipulation going on in the book. And so that could be a little bit problematic, so you may want to keep that in mind. But overall, the book was super sweet and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Because overall, the whole story and the ending is just touches your heart. It's so sweet. I'd 100% recommend this book. 100%. Yeah, so with that, I gave the book a 4 because, again, I actually really enjoyed it. I think that you may enjoy it even more if you were to read the first 6 books before it. That may be helpful in understanding more of the characters, even though it can be a standalone. So that's why I say a 4, because it's not quite a standalone in my opinion, but I guess it could be. So with that, that is Sugar Pine Travel and my thoughts on it. I am glad we ended it with this one. It was so cute. So that's book 12 of 12 Days of Bookmas, and that ends our series today with our 12 Days of Bookmas in July. I just want to take a moment and thank you all for joining me on our little journey here in unwrapping our books. We still have a few to unwrap. I'll have to add those to my Christmas stack for later in the year and see if we don't get some better books. So stay tuned for that. And I will be back back in August with book reviews on Mondays and Thursdays through the month of August. So until then, happy reading, book friends. Bye.